Hello everyone. Today, we will discuss the BPA-free plastics. While many believe these plastics are completely safe, research indicates otherwise. Exposure to extreme temperatures can cause them to degrade, releasing harmful substances such as dioxins, plasticizers, and endocrine-disrupting chemicals that may pose serious health risks. We will explore how these toxins are formed, what conditions accelerate their release, and how they can leach into food and beverages. Additionally, we'll discuss the long-term effects of exposure to these chemicals on human health, including their links to hormonal imbalances, reproductive issues, and major health issues such as cancer. By the end of this video, you'll have a clearer understanding of how to minimize your risk and make safer choices when storing and heating food. Stay tuned. Plastics are a staple in modern kitchens. From food storage containers to freezer bags and kitchen utensils, they provide convenience, durability, and affordability. In recent years, BPA-free plastics have been marketed as a safer alternative to traditional plastics containing bisphenol A, abbreviated to BPA, which is known for its hormone-disrupting effects. However, is BPA-free plastic really safe? The fact is that most consumers assume that BPA-free plastics are harmless, but studies have shown that alternative bisphenols, like BPs and BPF and other additives, can also pose significant health risks. What happens when plastics are heated? When plastics are heated in a microwave, dishwasher, or hot food storage, they undergo chemical degradation. This can lead to 1. Chemical leaching. Even BPA-free plastics contain alternative bisphenols, such as BPs and BPF, and plasticizers, which can leach into food when exposed to heat. A 2019 study in Environmental Science and Technology found that BPA-free plastics can still release estrogenic compounds when exposed to high temperatures. Some BPA-free plastics may leach even higher levels of endocrine-disrupting chemicals than those containing BPA. 2. Breakdown of plastic polymers. Heat accelerates the breakdown of plastic polymers, leading to the release of monomers, which are the building blocks of plastic, into food, and formation of microplastics, which have been detected in human blood and organs. 3. Formation of toxic compounds. When plastics degrade under heat, they can release formaldehyde, a known carcinogen found in some types of plastic; styrene, a neurotoxin released from polystyrene containers; or some other estrogenic chemicals, which are BPA alternatives and bind to hormone receptors in the body, leading to endocrine disruption. Therefore, even though a plastic container might be labeled microwave safe, that only means it won't melt, but it does not mean it won't leach chemicals into your food. The freezing problem. Why it's not just about heat. You may assume that freezing food in plastic containers or freezer bags is completely safe. However, low temperatures can also cause chemical leach and structural degradation of plastics. 1. Structural changes in plastic. Cold temperatures cause plastics to contract, making them more brittle and susceptible to cracking. These microcracks can lead to the release of microplastics into food, especially in long-term storage. 2. Chemical leaching even at low temperatures. A 2018 study in food additives and contaminants found that even at freezing temperatures, bisphenols and plasticizers can still leach into food. The migration rate increases when food is oily or fatty, such as meat, cheese, or sauces, as these substances can draw out chemicals from the plastic. 3. Breakdown of plasticizers. These are chemicals that make plastic flexible. They degrade under very low temperature and release into the food, which have been linked to reproductive harm and metabolic disorders. Also, oxidation of plastic surfaces increases the risk of chemical release upon thawing. So, freezing does not eliminate the risk of chemical migration. Storing food in glass, silicone, or stainless steel is a safer option. Understanding dioxins. The silent toxins. What are dioxins? Dioxins are a group of highly toxic persistent organic pollutants, POPs, that accumulate in the environment and in the human body. They are primarily formed through combustion processes, such as burning plastic, industrial waste, degradation of chlorine-containing plastics, like PVC, or breakdown of chemical additives in plastics. How are dioxins formed from plastics? While traditional dioxins, such as 2, 3, 7, and 8 TCDD, are mainly produced from burning plastics. Alternative dioxins can form when plastic degrades under heat or prolonged freezing. Some BPA-free plastics contain chlorinated compounds, which can degrade into dioxin-like substances. When plastics are heated in a microwave or left in direct sunlight, they release volatile organic compounds, VOC, some of which have similar toxicity to dioxins. Health impacts of dioxins. Dioxins are bioaccumulative. It means that they build up in the body over time and can have long-term effects. 1. Endocrine disruption. Dioxins mimic hormones, particularly estrogen, leading to reproductive disorders. They can interfere with thyroid function, causing metabolic and developmental issues. 2. Carcinogenic effects. The World Health Organization and EPA classify dioxins as Class 1 carcinogens, which are linked to liver, breast, and lung cancer. 3. Immune system suppression. Long-term dioxin exposure weakens the immune system, increasing susceptibility to infections and autoimmune diseases. For neurological and developmental issues, prenatal and early life exposure has been linked to cognitive impairment and behavioral disorders that are linked to Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease in older adults. Therefore, while we often associate dioxins with industrial pollution, improper use of plastics in the kitchen can also contribute to dioxin-like chemical exposure. Best practices for safe food storage. Avoid microwaving plastic. Even Bpa-Free plastics can leach alternative bisphenols and plasticizers. Use glass, ceramic, or stainless steel containers instead. Store in glass or silicone containers. Silicone is a safer alternative to plastic freezer bags and is heat. Use paper-based wrapping or beeswax wraps. Instead of plastic wrap, opt for wax paper, parchment paper, or beeswax wraps. Limit plastic freezer bags. If necessary, use only for short-term storage and opt for BPA-free brands. Check for safe plastic codes. Not all plastics are created equal. Avoid plastics that are coded. Number 3. PVC, as it contains chlorine, linked to dioxin formation. Number 6. Polystyrene, because it releases styrene, a neurotoxin. Number 7. Other, as it may contain BPA, BPS, or polycarbonate plastics. Safer options, but still not ideal. Number 1. PET, used in water bottles. Okay for single use, but not for reuse. Number 2. HDPE, and number 5. PP. More stable but still degrade over time. Final thoughts. Even BPA-free plastics are not entirely safe, especially when exposed to extreme temperatures. While they provide convenience, their potential risks outweigh their benefits when heated or frozen. Small changes in the kitchen can significantly reduce chemical exposure and improve long-term health. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more science-backed insights on health, wellness, and safe food practices. Tell us about your experiences. How do you use or treat plastic materials in your kitchen or daily life? Have you made any swaps for safer alternatives? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.